Hello, everybody.
So we're back with another round of On the Spot.
The game show where we ask each other crazy random questions off the top of our own heads, independent of each other. So he doesn't know even what I'm going to be asking about. I don't know what he's going to ask about. For apples or lemons, because why not?
Why not? There.
Anyway, here's
Display the tray.
Plate.
Oh, it's a plate, not a tray.
All right.
Okay. Let's get it underway. Should we do a rock paper scissors to decide who goes first?
That sounds all right.
Okay, ready?
Okay, we're doing this 1, 2, 3 shoot or 1, 2, 3 or
1, 2, 3 shoot.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 shoot.
Oh, again.
Okay. 1, 2.
Oh.
Got it.
So you get to choose. You want to go first or pass?
You know, I'm kind of curious what you got. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Question number 1. Once I can access my phone. Name the aspects of the Star Wars films that have been the subject of the Mandela Effect controversy.
What?
Yeah.
What? This is an actual question, huh?
It is an actual question.
From the Star Wars universe.
It's from Gregg's universe.
Yeah. Can I get that one more time?
Sure.
That was kind of a mouthful, don't you think? Right.
Okay, name the aspects of the Star Wars films that have been the subject of the Mandela Effect controversy. Good, I'm glad to see that. I thought he was going to get this right away. So.
Oh, it's hurting my brain.
Did you expect anything less from me?
Brain. I thought I could pull something out of a hat on this one. Let's see.
We've talked about it before too, to just make it even rougher on the old noggin.
I feel like the Star Wars films in general they're fairly limited with their story structure, right? It's pretty basic when you follow it. So it's like, okay, what aspect of those films is related to this thing called the Mandela Effect? I don't really necessarily need to know what the Mandela Effect is. I just need to understand what the story is about, I think, is kind of where I'm going with this.
Sure.
So what aspect of the film is related to the controversy in the Mandela Effect? Something like to that effect.
Right. Because the Mandela Effect itself is controversial. They're referring to it as a pseudoscience.
Okay.
I'll even give you more background on it.
We're actually talking about Nelson Mandela, right?
I'll give you a little bit more background.
Okay.
So the Mandela Effect gets referred to as pseudoscience. So you don't know whether it's real or not. It's related to some of the experiments that have gone on at the CERN facility and the altering of reality.
See.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Other things are piecing together in my head, but I don't know if they're quite accurate too.
It smells like smoke in here.
Yeah, a little bit, definitely. Gosh, okay. So I know there's an effect where it's a sort of a mass effect where people will misread something, or they all think that something says something when it didn't. For example, in Star Trek, there's a famous one where people think that Scotty would say, "Beam me up," or Kirk would say, "Beam me up, Scotty," but he actually never said that, and I'm not sure, but it sounds like that is. I don't know if that's actually the name of that effect, but I think that is the effect that we're talking about.
I'm not aware of that one.
Okay.
But okay. The two ones in Star Wars are outstanding.
And I need to find the
especially because I'm from the original generation. I got to go and see it when I was a kid when it first came out, the episode 4. Yeah. I was there. I was 9 years old, something like that.
Okay. So now I know what the effect is. I just need to figure out what it's related to in Star Wars. And the thing is, I think you stumped me because I don't know. I'm not aware of such an effect happening in Star Wars necessarily. I mean, I could probably come up with some interesting lines that are popular, like "May the Force be with you," but I know that Obi-Wan says that to Luke. Or no, wait. Oh, this could be it. Right?
Yeah, we got to put a time limit on this. You're rambling.
I guess so. So I think it has to do with the expression, "May the force be with you." But
Okay.
it's probably something a little different than that. So that they actually say.
So I'm going to say it's time to lemon up,
All right.
and then I'll give you the answer.
Okay, here we go. I thought I was working hard on that one. I thought I made some headway there, but
You were. I could see that the wheels were turning.
but there is a time limit to these things.
So I think one shot again.
Oh yeah. You know, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better.
And we're probably going to do limes at some point.
Those can be.
So if
Pretty
you got
potent.
scurvy, this is a good game to play.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't get a trash bag. Oh well, I have to go like
that'll
that.
work.
Here, we'll get another.
A little paper towel.
There.
Okay.
One to wipe with, one for because I'm going to need it for my face probably.
All right. Tell me, what is it?
So one was that the line was Luke, I am your father from James Earl Jones.
Oh, that's right.
But if you look at the movies now, he says, "No, I am your father."
I am your father. Right,
And
of course.
I've actually got some video of the an old VHS tape with him actually saying, "Luke, I am your father."
Really?
So you can put that in your pipe and smoke
Changed it.
Not only that, I've got a photograph from the old movie, a still shot of C-3PO with 2 golden legs, because one of the other one is that he had 1 silver leg and 1 golden leg, and that was below the knee for him.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that blew me away when I saw it, because I'm like, I remember 2 golden legs. However, what was interesting is my C-3PO action figure, when he got old, he turned silver.
Bleached by the sun.
So maybe that was it. They just left him out in the sun. I mean,
Well, wow. How about that? That was good. I should have known that one. But
considering
moving on.
when I tested you out with the Wookiee's home planet,
Right.
and you got that,
That one didn't make it into the script. He's like, I'm going to give you a break. And,
made me want to rethink my whole question line.
but I got it.
Okay.
Kashyyyk. Anyway, so I got a question for you.
Okay.
So for those of you on Gregg's channel or know Gregg, he's a bit of a gamer. He likes games. Games are awesome. So I thought I'd give him a little game trivia for today. And I'm going to go with the question, what is the highest grossing video game of all time?
Oh. Man. Well then.
Best guesses?
My best guess is going to be Grand Theft Auto.
Ah, okay. No.
Okay. I'll
But it's not Grand Theft Auto. That one is a very popular one. It did very, very well. The actual answer is Tetris.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
I have an ex-girlfriend who used to beat me regularly at that. I ended up hating it, especially by the time on I think it was on Nintendo 64. They had the Tetrisphere game.
Yeah.
She'd just wail on me on that.
Now that's according to a Time Magazine article, 2016, where I got that statistic from. Nice. All the way down.
Refreshing.
Yeah. All right, here, you're up.
Moving right along. I screwed that one up quick. That's how we roll.
Huh. I wonder how many of you actually got that answer right. You should put a comment below.
That's a good idea. Maybe they could get a free copy of a comic book or something for doing that.
Maybe.
My comic book. All right.
Right.
This one, I think you're going to really get.
I'm ready.
You got a good shot at this. Who did the music for Star Wars?
Oh, no. That's my worst category ever. I mean, everybody should know this, right? I'm just not that guy. I'm not. I don't remember facts about music. I can't even remember the artists on my own playlists.
Wow.
Oh,
And you've done
man.
some music theory before.
And I do. I do.
And
know
they
music
and when they're
theory.
teaching you about the interval of a fourth, they use the Star Wars theme. Dun,
Yeah.
dun. You know it's a fourth.
Gosh. Pull this out of my butt. producers and see, I've got all the producers and other people in my head. You know, man.
I'm starting to feel better about my line of questioning.
All right,
lemon up.
I'm gonna take it. Put some red seeds in it.
I mean, you don't have to eat the seeds. We were talking about that earlier, but you can eat them. It's not going to hurt you. I've done it a few times now, and I'm not crazy.
Oh.
You took the seeds and everything. But you're not done. They could still come out. And we got little cups to spit them in. So. And the answer is John Williams.
Of course. Yeah. Whoosh. Oh. No good. I'm sorry. Some of you out there are feeling really bad for me right now because you're like, what is it with this guy? You should have known that.
Especially after last time with sticks.
In fairness,
I'm going to bring that up over and over.
I don't think. I still don't think anybody would get that. That's such an odd one. But you know,
my brother got it.
Not my generation.
I let him watch that.
Okay. Your question, a little revenge.
Oh.
Right, is maybe I got my list. I thought I had these all.
I won't watch. You can pull it up.
Ready, but
I've got my
I have my computer right down here. I can't bring it up because it's also hooked up to the microphone.
We've got quite the rig over here.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. All right. Yeah. I've still got seed in my mouth. I'm like, gross. Okay. So my question for you is, which game console has the most games out of all the consoles ever?
I'm gonna say the Super Nintendo.
Afraid not.
Oh no!
That's a good guess. Good guess. Everybody loves.
How long does this race go on?
Right?
Well, that's where I got back into video games because I was part of the disaster when Atari. If you remember the 2600, remember that console?
Yeah.
Atari put out that game E.T. and I was one of the kids that got it, and they put the code for that game together in something like 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
And so it was all kinds of buggy, and I begged and begged my parents to get it for me for Christmas, and as soon as I got it, I played it, and E.T. immediately fell into a pit, and I never could get him out.
And was that it for the game?
I lost my interest in the 2600. So did many others, and shortly after they lost face. Yeah. I think some people got back into it with the NES, the Nintendo, the original Nintendo system. And then when they put up Super Nintendo, and specifically I saw they had the Street Fighter game, and it looked almost identical to what I saw in the arcade. I was back into it, and then they had the Star Wars games, and I had a stack before you know it. So what was it?
The PlayStation 2. That was an excellent look. It actually, I think it's compounding. It gets a little bit worse each time. Because in your mouth is a little bit more sensitive to it. Yeah, PlayStation 2.
I never did PlayStation. I became a fan of Nintendo in particular.
All the way through, right?
I went, Super Nintendo to the 64 to the GameCube, and now I just play on PC.
I play a lot on PlayStation. I don't PC too.
I
do have a Playstation 3 right now. It's very, very nice, but I really don't play it that often, honestly. I still like having it though.
You're a Minecraft guy.
I do enjoy Minecraft from time to time.
See, and I keep telling him he should record those and put them up somewhere, because that might be popular.
It's a saturated market, and I'm kind of a noob still, so because I don't play that often, so I feel like, what can I really offer to this gaming video world? But anyway, I just play for fun.
Okay.
Oh well. But what do you got for me?
Now you're in trouble, because that was the easy question.
Oh no. John Williams. Did you remember that?
Okay. Now this one's kind of a trick question. Actually, I'll throw this one. I'm gonna get out of order here. What were Luke's aunt and uncle's job on Tatooine, to be specific?
Ah, they were moisture farmers.
That is correct. That is correct. I can't believe you got that.
Moisture farmers on a desert planet. So.
Yeah. I thought you were going to be saying a dirt farmer.
No, I got it. For a second there, I was literally like, I wish we could go back to the Kashyyyk question. Because I knew that one. All right. Apple it is.
Was that dirt on there?
No. Sweet and delicious. My question for you, I'm going to savor this.
Okay. Shoot.
Is which console has sold the most units of all time?
Well, I'm going to have to say Xbox. I could be wrong. It could be the PlayStation, though.
Is close. But nope. It's actually the PlayStation 2 again.
Oh, man. There. I'm getting ready to become a air freshener one more time.
Just like that, you okay?
That was so sour.
Oh, you got a good piece, huh? There it is. Oh my. That was a great reaction.
Okay, folks. Everybody relax.
Yeah, it's all for fun. All right, here it is. One more time.
This is my last one.
Okay.
Isn't it? Because we're going to do 4.
Yep, this is number 4.
We've got a few options here. I'm going to make sure that...
Come on, bring it on.
All right. What kind of accident was Mark Hamill in between the making of the first movie?
Oh, yeah, so I'm a little familiar with this. I've seen some interviews where he used to talk about this.
Oh, no! You're going to get it.
I guess it kind of messed up part of his face, and so there was some concern that in the second movie, Empire Strikes Back, that he'd look different. I'm not sure. Did he have some reconstructive surgery specific for that?
You know, they actually built his face up in makeup.
Oh wow! Okay.
They were using. That's how Lucas rolls, man. They take lemons and make lemonade.
Indeed. Well, I believe it was a car accident.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
All right.
I think a lot of people think it's a motorcycle accident. So you get another apple.
Okay. Here it is.
Pretty good with that one. Man, I'm 0 for 3, and you're 2-0.
You still got some backup questions, right?
Well, why don't we do one bonus round at the end?
Because I think I've got some. I can pull some bonus questions for you too.
Okay. We'll just do a 5th.
All right. How about this? My last question for you would be. I can remember. Oh, okay. What is the second highest grossing game of all time?
I'm going out on a limb here. I think it's going to be The Legend of Zelda.
Who out there doesn't love Zelda? Great game.
But I'm wrong.
Wrong.
Oh, man.
Minecraft.
I should have known it was Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
See, I don't play that particular game.
I mean, it's a very simplistic game. It looks a little gimpy. You know, it's all blocks, right? But there's something to be said for a world that's been created that's almost infinite. I mean, it's, for all intents and purposes, an infinite world that says, here's resources, here's things. Go, do something, build with it. And all the amazing things that people have done with it. I mean, scale models of different sites from around the world, historical monuments, full-scale models of sets from movies and TV shows, Game of Thrones. They've even got a Hogwarts.
That's what you got it for, right? That's
Hogwarts
because of
castle.
Hogwarts.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to explore Hogwarts, so I thought, oh, somebody built Hogwarts in Minecraft. I'm going to go explore that. So that's what I did.
But you have it for PC.
Mm-hmm.
Not even on the PlayStation at all. But they probably make Minecraft for PlayStation, I expect. All right.
I don't know. I know they have it for Xbox.
So I'm going to throw the bonus question at you.
All right, bonus me up.
Maybe this will trip you up, but I'm not gonna hang my hat on it because you've done really well with these so far. If you remember in the bar fight scene in the first movie, New Hope, between Guido and Han Solo when they're sitting in that booth.
Oh, ooh.
Who shot first?
Ouch, tough one. Okay, if I know my facts right, if I have them right, then before the edits, Han shot first. But after the edits, George Lucas changed it to Greedo shooting first.
Ooh.
Am I right?
You can certainly see that there was some editing going on in that particular scene.
Oh yeah, they kind of chopped it up real good.
And you got it. That's correct.
All right.
Guido shoots first. If you watch it, you'll see Han just kind of moves his head a little bit and hits the wall right next to him.
Right. Yeah.
And he lets it fly underneath the table.
Which is what Greedo should have been doing, right? Had a second blaster maybe underneath, right?
Or just taped to the bottom side of the table, mafia style.
There you go.
Bam, dude. Take that.
Ah, boy, that was a good one.
You get another apple.
I've got one for you, a
Okay.
nice bonus one. I think I'm gonna save this one. But a nice bonus one, and I'm gonna make it Star Wars related this time.
Good.
Okay.
See how I do with one of those.
And this one is a bit speculative, but I want you to just think about it for a second. At the end of Return of the Jedi, so Episode 6, there's a big celebration.
With the
Everybody's dancing with the Ewoks. My question is, what happened to the bodies of all the stormtroopers that they took out in that battle?
Well, I do remember them playing some of the helmets like drums.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming since they burned up Fader that they burned up the troopers as well.
Mm. Okay, so set them on fire, gave them a funeral, right? Do you remember about midway in that movie?
Or they might have ate them because they were like cannibalistic.
See, must not know this. So this is what nobody wants to admit. Those little teddy bears that are so cute and cuddly, they eat people.
They chowed down.
Yeah, I mean they were going to cook up Han. He was going to be the main course, if you remember. That was a line in the movie. He was going to be the main course before
C-3PO
came and
he was their golden god
and said, no, we're not going to have that. So you can bet the stormtroopers became dinner. Ouch, yeah? Which begs another question. What about Leia's dress? I mean, she's there in her full, soldier gear with everybody else, gets captured, or rather, she goes off with the little Ewok. And then a couple hours later, the search party finds her, and she's wearing a dress. She didn't bring that with her, which means those little teddies had that dress there, a full-size dress from somebody else.
that they ate.
Like, where did that person go? Right?
So you might want to think twice about traveling to Endor. If you're a human anyway.
Scary place.
Yeah. They might get along better with insects. Okay.
I think you got that one. With my mouth full.
I danced around it.
Yeah, you had two good answers. It's either funeral pyre or eaten. And I think both are acceptable, really, because we don't know for a fact that that is the case, but we can speculate. And I think those are excellent speculations. Yeah.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. Oh. And I don't know if there's anything you'd like to kind of share with people about what's going on with your channel.
Well, let's see.
We can kind of clue them in on your recent events.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've got just a few things going on with it. For our athletic channel, I've been focusing a little bit more on some of the instructional side. I've got a couple of new fencing videos up there. One of them is actually with me and Gregg going at it. We're using foils that day, right? I think it was a foil bout.
I just remember when you put it in the slow motion, how cool they sounded when they would contact each other.
Absolutely.
And how I want to make that into some kind of a drumming sound.
Yeah, so I mean, we had a really fun match, and I put some nice music behind it, and we have scenes where you can see it in fast motion, and then I slow it down so you can kind of see the actions and exchanges of the blades bit by bit. It's a little easier to follow that way, and I think pretty exciting too. Anyway, so we did that, and then I've also got, like I said, a couple of new instructional videos, but I've also been developing more the kinesiology side. So if you want to learn more about the body, how your body is put together, I've got videos covering the foot, somatotyping, the ankle, the knee, and the next one I'm working on, it should be out next week, is on the hip joint and on stretching techniques. So if you need to loosen an IT band for some reason, or you've got hip snapping syndrome, or some sort of other issue going on with your leg, the video will probably address it, and it'll be a good way for you to get more knowledgeable about yourself and how to take care of yourself and have a better, more active life.
That sounds very good. These are very interesting, and there's enough information in them where you're probably going to have to watch it more than one time. But I remember it being very interesting when you were teaching that to us when we first started our fencing.
Yeah, a few years ago.
It's good stuff. All right. Well, I guess if there is nothing else, why don't we say adieu?
All right then.
And I want to wish you all a very happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, everybody.
All right. And for those of you in the military, thank you very much for your service. I hope you have a great party. Peace.